Alright, how's it going everyone? We are back for another video on my channel. It's a little bit of a different one. It's the TEC draft analysis. I've been talking on the channel lately about how I've been, wanting to get into potentially a new league, but this isn't really per se a new league. This is the SPDL rebranded, kind of like how the IPA rebranded into the SPS. That's kind of the same thing with this, and so yeah. If you don't remember, I don't know, if you just weren't on the channel before, we took over a team in the Rolls division that started 0-3. We ended up going 4-4. In that, we did not make playoffs, but we were pretty much guaranteed a spot in the next season. And next season was not supposed to start for like the next 2 weeks at least, but everything was in place to start, so they just started early. So instead of having 4 divisions, Rolls, Curlia, Gallade, and Mega Gallade, they turned it into 3 divisions, Honedge, Doublade, and Aegislash, and we're in the Aegislash division. So you can see their logo in the top right and our logo in the top left. We are still the Memphis Greninjas, not changing that. And yeah, so league of 16, which means 48 people, 48 coaches total in the 3 divisions. And in Aegislash division we have a few notable people. Well, they're all notable if they're in that division. But JK from the IGL is in this one. I don't know if I played him in the last season of the IGL, but he's there. So a few other familiar faces that I just can't remember off the top of my head, but they're there. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it. We were 16, or sorry, out of the 16, we were 7th, so we were basically in the middle, which was not ideal. And because this was kind of like such like a spur of the moment kind of draft thing, I didn't really have a firm draft plan coming in. I was at 7th, so I know I'd get something decent first round, but not like crazy decent, I suppose. So I just looked, and I got help for a few people. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I got help from a few people. I was asking for people's advice. And 7th round or 7th overall pick, I ended up drafting Gliscor. Scorpio is going to be its nickname. Gliscor is just really solid in Gen 8. Without hidden power ice, it can be a real threat. Poison heal basically makes it a status absorber, as well as just being able to heal double what leftovers gives you, which is just awesome. I can also couple the poison heal. I can couple being poisoned with like the facade, for example. I can go for like a Swords Dance set would be fun. I can make a choice card. It's probably going to be run physically defensive, or at least defensively, with either physically defensive or especially defensive. Either way, because of its ability to heal back, I think it's 12% each turn with poison heal. It's just it's a great advantage. Imagine if I get toxic, but my item is leftovers. That's 18% of my health. That's almost a fifth of my health every turn, just passively, just without doing anything. And of course, I get access to Roost. Being ground and flying means I'm only weak to 2 typings, ice and water. That glaring ice weakness is of course a problem, but ice is not the most common typing, at least as a a lot of Pokemon get ice punch and ice beam, ice coverage moves, but there's not a lot of good ice types out there if you think about it. In fact, a lot of teams in this league don't have an ice type, so Gliscor will definitely be used a lot this season, in my opinion. It's a very reliable just Pokemon to be able to pivot in. I get U-turn, knock off, like I said, Swords Dance. Of course, Earthquake is a very good move. I have reliable recovery with Roost. What else? I can go for Taunt. Taunt is definitely a move that will aid this Pokemon in stall breaking things. I guess that's it. I can also Defog. I thought Poison Heal and Defog were incompatible, but that's not true. I can have Poison Heal with Defog, so that's good. Nice to have a Stealth Rocker. Obviously, get Stealth Rocks. Nice to have a Rocker and a Remover right off the bat. So that is the Gliscor. To pair this with the next Pokemon, I wasn't too sure. I knew that Gliscor was not going to get back to me. Gliscor is always either a late first round or an early second round. I knew pretty much that I wasn't going to get Gliscor if I waited, and there really wasn't much else that I directly wanted. So I definitely wanted to try this Pokemon out. I wanted maybe Mega Scizor, but that got picked like 4th overall, so I didn't get the chance to try that. So anyway, second round came around, and I was talking to a few people. I decided to get Clefable, Donk, our Clefable. Very annoying Pokemon to deal with. With Magic Guard, it's just, again, just a status absorber. You know, you can't toxic this thing because it's not going to take any damage. I could, of course, run an unaware set so that I don't get set up on and just kind of beaten that way. But at the same time, Magic Guard is probably going to be more common just because this is also a Pokemon that can taunt to stop setup, just like Gliscor. There's a reason why Clefable is so commonly used. I mean, you look at its stats and you're like, there's no way this Pokemon is going to be, if you look at just its stats, you'll probably think it's either 5 points or lower, just because it's its stats are just very lackluster. I believe its HP is its highest stat, and it's like somewhere around 100. I guess I can check that. Hold on, give me a quick second here. No, it doesn't have anything that gets over. Its high stats are HP and special attack both at 90. And so, stats-wise, it's not very good, but you look at its abilities, right? Magic Guard, great. Unaware, great. You look at its move pool, it has, and I didn't know this until a little while ago, it has the second biggest move pool of any Pokemon in the game. First, of course, being Mew. So, Clefable is basically jack of all trades, really. It can belly drum. It can it's a cleric for me. It can definitely set up with Calm Mind or Cosmic Power. I can knock off with this. I can Thunder Wave, Healing Wish. I can Soft Boil. I can Stealth Rocks. I can Teleport. I can Wish. Basically anything you really need on a support mon, it's here. And I always like to consider Clefable as an offensive option because if I'm Life Orbed, I don't take damage from that because of Magic Guard. I don't take the 10% every time I attack. And I have obviously a lot of coverage moves. You know, I get Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower for Steel types, Stored Power, like a Cosmic Power, Stored Power kind of thing would work. Could work. Psychic, Shadow Ball, obviously Moonblast. So Grass Knot, you know, I get a lot of physical coverage too. If I want to run Belly Drum, I can do that. Encore, Endeavor, you know, just basically support the Pokemon. So you look at its typing, or you look at its stats and you're like, that's not that good. But you look at, you know, being a Fairy type is great. Seeing the move pool is even better. Seeing the abilities is great. So this Pokemon for 16 points can definitely be a game changer. Just to prep for, it's incredibly annoying because if I get a few Cosmic Powers up, you might just lose. Or if I, you know, maybe I don't want that set. Maybe I need a Cleric and a Wish Passer, and I can just use Clefable as that. So definitely a lot of potential with this Pokemon. At the same time, it's a little bit, it might be a little bit daunting to use this Pokemon. I don't want to make the, you know, bring the completely wrong set and then blow it that way. So anyway, third round comes around and I pick Mega Aerodactyl, just for fun. I mean, I had my eye on this Pokemon for a little while. Like I said, I couldn't get Mega Scizor, so I got Mega Aerodactyl. Great speed stat at 150, attack stat is 135, and you know, it's got great coverage. You know, with the Tough Claws, now that it gets Dual Wing Beat this gen, it's actually a stronger move than Stone Edge because of the Tough Claws boost, and it has better accuracy. So if I'm able to bird spam around against my team, or against my opponent's team, it's going to be very helpful. Another taunt user, that's my third taunt user on this, hold on, I thought Clefable got taunt. Does it not? Okay, it actually doesn't. My bad. But yeah, Aerodactyl gets taunt. Roost, Hone Claws to boost my accuracy. Earthquake. I think I know it gets Fire Fang. Does it get Ice Fang? Also does not get Thunder Fang. It gets Psychic Fangs. Iron Head. Basically anything we need. It also gets Dragon Dance this gen, so if I really need to up my speed, I can do that. Another Defogger if I ever need it for that, which I probably won't. Crunch, Aqua Tail. So it's got a lot of coverage and it's blistering fast. I mean, I'm not going to get outsped by anything unless it's Choice Scarfed. So that's really, really nice to know. So yeah, I wanted to try this offensive Pokemon out. Next up, I picked up the Porygon 2, which that looks like Donald. The nickname. I meant it, which makes sense because it's a duck, like Donald Duck, but I meant it to be like Download. Just it looks different. I don't know. Anyway, I picked up Porygon 2 because 4th round, it might be a little bit early, but Porygon 2 plus Clefable could be really, really difficult to deal with. I mean, if you don't, because my first 2 Pokemon are basically status absorbers, and the best way to beat Porygon is just by statusing it, to be honest. I mean, again, 3 pretty good abilities, Trace, Download, and Analytic. They can all have very meaningful applications to a game. This Pokemon is incredibly bulky with the EVLA. I can just run it mixed defensive every week, and if you don't have your fighting type, or you don't have a toxic user, you're gonna have a lot of trouble taking this thing down. It's another momentum grabber, so it gets Teleport, which is awesome. I get Recover, which is great. I have a lot of coverage moves as well as a base 105 special attack stat, so I will not be passive, which is really good. It's going to be hard to set up on this Pokemon. I can also run, Agility with Download and make this thing a sweeper, if I really wanted to. But yeah, there's a reason why this Pokemon is actually more expensive points-wise than its evolution, Porygon Z. In this league it's 1 point higher, but most leagues have them, I think, in the same tier, points wise. But that's okay. Paying 11 points for this Pokemon is definitely not a problem for me. I really feel like I'll be using this Pokemon a lot. It only has one weakness, and when you have Clefable and Gliscor to take fighting type attacks, it's really easy to have this Pokemon there, and Mega Aerodactyl to dish out a lot of damage on those fighting types. So there is the Porygon, also can be a pretty potent Trick Room user, but this isn't really a Trick Room team. Next up is Blastoise. I got Blastoise because I really wanted a spinner, and I didn't want to use Serena because I've been using a little bit too much of Serena lately. I used it last season in this league, and it put in the finest work, but I did want to try something else out. I've been, again, trying to get Blastoise for a little while now, trying to use it. It is a pretty nice rapid spinner, and if you think it's going to be defensive every week, and you prep for it to be solely as a defensive Pokemon, you might just get swept, because I get Shell Smash, which it should have gotten right when the move came out, to be honest. I don't know if that was either Gen 4 or Gen 5. Whenever Shell Smash came out, it should have gotten it then, but it doesn't matter. It gets it now, and that could be a huge problem for the opponents. I have obviously water coverage, and I get Ice Beam, I get Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere, so I can really put a dent in. I also have Earthquake on the physical side if I need to do that. Aqua Jet for priority, Rock Slide, Zen Headbutt. So this could definitely be a potent Shell Smash user. But if I don't need that, I can just run it defensively. It's a bulky water. It doesn't get reliable recovery, but it does get Flip Turn. Now you're looking at my team and you're saying I got U-Turn, Gliscor, Teleport, Clefable, Teleport, Porygon 2, and now Flip Turn Blastoise. So that's really nice to have there. And also gets Haze, so that's interesting. And again, biggest thing for this Pokemon is that it's a Rapid Spinner. I always want to have a Rapid Spinner. This is a pretty reliable Rapid Spinner because of its stats and it's just being a solid water type. I believe it was only 9 points. That's pretty cool. Now, after this pick, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I basically just drafted whatever I saw because I knew I wanted to go back and make free agency transactions, like in the grace period afterwards. We did have a 24-hour grace period where you could make unlimited transactions. So that's what I did. So the rest of them were just kind of BSing until I got to the grace period. So I'm just gonna not include that and go into what my actual team is right now, after all my transactions. So Metagross, which is my steel type. I had Bisharp. I changed it to Metagross because Metagross is just really. This is another Pokemon that I've been wanting to try out. Very very bulky, base 130 physical defense, as well as a base 80 HP and base 90 special defense. Not very fast at base 70 speed, but that's okay. 135 attack is really good. Priority bullet punch. I also get stealth rocks, which is cool. Agility / rock polish if I want to run like a weakness policy set, could be really nice. And yeah, that's basically it. Unfortunately, we don't get fire punch, but we do get ice punch, and thunder punch. So that's gonna be really cool to have there. Power up punch, earthquake, of course. Um, Iron defense body press could be a thing. So this Pokemon can set up in a few different ways, but it's also just very reliable and very bulky, and I wanted to give it a shot. So next, I'm trying to hurry this up because we're already at 16 minutes and 30 seconds. So next up, we got Keldeo. It's another water type, but I really wanted a fighting type, and I wanted to make my team a little bit faster. I wanted less of a gap between Mega Aerodactyl and the next fastest Pokemon. So yeah, that is Keldeo, 109 speed. Very very limited in its move pool. It's kind of like Spectre. I mean, there's a lot of dual typings out there that just kind of beat Keldeo. You know, water bug, water ghost, bug flying. No, sorry. What? Bug grass, flying grass. I don't know, but that gets hit by Icy Wind. Basically, what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of Pokemon out there that can wall this Pokemon's dual stab. I do get Icy Wind, but no Ice Beam. I get Air Slash. Flip Turn again, another Flip Turn, another momentum move user. I can use Taunt. I can even use Swords Dance if I really want. Biggest setup for this Pokemon is going to be Calm Mind. I want to make sure I have a lot of potential setup Pokemon. So Keldeo is one of those. And yeah, that's basically it. Very strong with a base 129 special attack stat. And hopefully we can put in some work with this. Kind of on the fence, but we'll see how it goes. Next up is Vileplume. Got to shout out Luffy / Kyle. Whoa, about to burp there. Excuse me. Got to shout out Luffy for this one. Yes, he's our opponent this week in the SPS, but he definitely helped me out in this draft, and Vileplume was one of those. I had Breloom. I changed it to Vileplume because I needed a little bit more speed, and I needed more points, basically, to get Keldeo, and also because there wasn't many good offensive Pokemon at this point. But Keldeo was one of them, and I don't know. Vileplume is just... It's always been a Pokemon that... Oh, sorry, let me pull it up so I can talk about it. It's always been one of those Pokemon that always give me issues. Its stats are, again, not very good. I'm surprised its special attack is base 110. That's its highest stat, but even so, it can really wear you down. Its Strength Sap will lower its attacks, will lower the opponent. You know, we know what Strength Sap does. It has that. It's a very annoying move to deal with. What else? It gets Leech Seed, of course. Effect Spore, it's its hidden ability. 30% chance of poisoning, paralyzing, or sleeping or putting to sleep when the opponent goes for a contact move against you. Very, very annoying to deal with there. I get Synthesis and Moonlight, whatever I need to use there. For recovery, Sleep Powder, of course. Moonblast. Of course, Dual Stab. Stun Spore. So this Pokemon is... you know, a nice cheap, only 5 points cheap, bulky grass type. So there you go, we got that. Next up is Alolan Persian. When it's on a little bit faster, sneaking snacks. Our Alolan Persian. This is a Pokemon that's just pretty solid in what it does. Fur coat doubling my defense. I can also use Technician if I wanted, but it's probably going to be Fur Coat. Base 115 speed, which is going to be really nice for those parting shots. Those taunt. I get another taunt user. Parting shot / U-turn is going to give me even more momentum. And yeah, I can use knockoff. I can nasty plot if I really wanted. I've got a base 75 special attack stat, so it's not the best, but it's definitely possible to work with. We get a lot of coverage moves on both sides of the spectrum. We get Play Rough, Seed Bomb, Gunk Shot, Shadow Claw for the special side, for the physical side. Special side, we get Thunderbolt, Burning Jealousy could be interesting. Power Gem, Dark Pulse, obviously. So that's that. Alolan Persian. Hopefully, gonna do some fun stuff for us. I needed a Dark type basically, and I thought that Alolan Persian, for being 7 points, it's a little bit cheap, so we can work with it. And yeah, last but not least, we have Boogaloo, our Raichu. Yeah, basically just a fast, again, pretty fast electric type for only 6 points. And with that, we actually have 1 point left over, which we might use in free agency, but this will be the team we take into week 1. But yeah, Raichu, for what it's worth, 110 speed, like I said, 90 attack and special attack, base stats there. It gets pretty interesting moves. Extreme speed is really cool. Knockoff, Play Rough, and then on the special side we get Grass Knot, Surf, Focus Blast. We also get Wish for whatever reason if I want to run that. Fake Out for, again, whatever reason, I don't know. We get Nasty Plot this gen, which is could be really helpful because, again, we are very fast, so we could definitely, I don't know, I can see this Pokemon being pretty potent if it's put in the right position. So that is the team. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really tried to speed it up towards the end because I was like on the third pick, like 10 minutes in, so that was a little bit bad. Made it about 22 minutes here. If you like my team, if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comment section below. Again, we have 1 point left over if we want to do that with free agency at some point this season. I have a feeling I want to do one thing, but we will see. And yeah, that's going to be the video. I think speed tiers are okay. We have a lot of momentum users. I think it's it's 7 out of 10. 70% of our Pokemon have momentum moves, which is like I said, U-turn, Volt Switch, Teleport, Parting Shot. Pretty sure those are the only 4. And Clefable, one thing to keep in mind, Clefable cannot use Teleport with Soft Boil. I do get Moonlight and Wish, but Soft Boil is definitely the best healing move for it. So I won't be able to use Teleport and Soft Boil, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I have a website. My website's in the description below. If you need any art done, I can certainly try to help you out there. If you like this logo, if you want something like it, definitely go ahead and head on over to my website in the description. And yeah, make sure you subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to make a chill, fun little thing, a little hobby on the side to keep me interested in something. And yeah, I just realized I forgot to outline Raichu. I outlined every other Pokemon, like in black, but I didn't outline Raichu. Unfortunate. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.